Good morning, students. Today we will solve the questions from exercise 6.1. In the previous video, students, we studied the properties of square numbers. So this chapter is square and square root, and in this exercise 6.1 we have to use the properties of square numbers when we solve the questions of this exercise, student. And this one is the first question, that is, what will be the unit digit of the square of following numbers? There are 10 numbers given, students, and we have to find out the unit digit of the square of these numbers. What will be the unit digit of the square of the given numbers? Clear, students? So to find the unit digit in the square of the given numbers, we have to remember the basic rules, or we have to remember the properties of square numbers. So in the first video, student, we know that if any number ends with 1 and 9, then square of that particular number, in the square of that particular number, the unit digit will be 1. So first of all, we have to write the basic rules. Clear, student? After that we will solve the question. So what are the rules or properties of square numbers? If any number ends with 1 and 9, then in the square of these numbers, unit digit will be 1. If any number ends with 1 and 9, then in the square of these number, unit digit will be 1, student. If it ends with 2 and 8, then unit digit in the square of these number will be 4, student. Clear? And if any number ends with 3, our unit digit of the number is 3 and 7, so in the square of these numbers, unit digit will be 9. If any digit ends with 4 and 6, so in the square of these numbers, the unit digit will be 6, student. Clear? If any number ends with 5, our unit digit of the number is 5, then in the square of this number, the unit digit will be 5, student. If any digit ends with 0, then in the square of this number, there will be 0, student. And this 0 will be in pair, student. Means it will be even number, 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on, student. Now using these rules, we have to find out the answer of the question number first. What will be the unit digit of the square of the following numbers? So first part, unit digit will be in square of this one 81. What will be unit digit, student? Unit digit will be in the square of 81, because this number 81 ends with 1. Unit digit of this number is 1. So in square of this number, unit digit will be 1, student. We have to follow this rule. Clear, student? And second part, in the second part, the number is 272. So unit digit will be in square of 272, that is this number ends with 2 student. So unit digit of this number is 2. So unit digit of the square of this number will be 4 student. Clear? And third part, unit digit will be in the square of 799, that is number is 799. So unit digit is 9 here student. So in the square of this number, unit digit will be 1. Clear students? And fourth part of this question, that is 3853. Unit digit will be in the square of 3853. What will be the unit digit student? Because the unit digit of this number is 3. So in the square of this number, unit digit will be 9 student. Clear? Fifth part student, that is 1234. So unit digit will be in the square of 1234. Unit digit in this number is 4 student. So in the square of this number, unit digit will be 6 student. Remaining parts students, you have to do yourself. Using this rule, you will do all the questions. This is question number 2 student, and in this question the following numbers are obviously not a perfect square. Give reason. Student, these numbers are not a perfect square. We know it. But we have to give the reason why these numbers are not a perfect square. So before the solution of this, we have to find some basic rules. If any number ends with this one, first rule student, I will give you 2 rules and you have to understand this, why these numbers are not perfect squares. If any number ends with 2, 3, 7 and 8, then these numbers are not a perfect square. This is the property of a square number student. If any number ends with 2, 3, 7 and 8, then it is clear that this number is not a perfect square number. And second rule student, that is if any number ends with odd number of zeros, if any number ends with odd number of zeros, then it is not a perfect square. Clear student? Second rule, if any number ends with odd number of zeros, 0 should be in pair for a perfect square number student. If the number is a perfect square, then 0 should be in even numbers. So you have to give these 2 reasons in solution of this question student. So first number, that is 1057. 1057 is not a perfect square number because unit digit of this number is 7 or this number ends with 7. Clear student? Therefore it is not a perfect square. So first 1057 is not a perfect square because it ends with 7. Ends with 7 means unit digit of the number is 7, student. So if unit digit is 7, then this number will not be a perfect square, and this number, student, this number, unit digit of this number is also 3. So it is not a perfect square because unit digit of this number is 3. Clear? And in this unit digit is 8. So it is not a perfect square. Unit digit of this number is 2, or this number ends with 2, therefore it is not a perfect square. And in this, student, in this number 64 followed by 3 zeros, 0 is in odd numbers, therefore it is not a perfect square number, student. For a perfect square numbers, zeros should be in even numbers or zeros should be in pairs. And again in this, zeros are in odd numbers, therefore this number is not a perfect square. This number ends with 2, therefore it is not a perfect square. And in this number it ends with 0, student, and 0 is in odd number, it is not in pair. Clear, student? It is in odd number, therefore it is not a perfect square. Now you have to write the answer of all questions regarding these two rules. You have to follow these two rules and you have to give the sufficient reason why these numbers are not a perfect square numbers. This is question number 3, student, and in this question the square of which of the following would be odd number. There are 4 numbers and we have to find the square of which number would be an odd number, student. We know that square of any odd number will always be odd. Square of any even number will always be even. This is the basic property of square numbers, student. So first of all we have to find which numbers are odd numbers. If the number is odd, then their square will be odd. So in this first number, that is 431, it is an odd number, student. So square of this number would be an odd number. And second one, student, that is this one is also an odd number. So square of this odd number would be odd number. So second one, that is 7779. It is an odd number, so square of this number would be an odd number. This is question number 4th, student, and in this question observe the following pattern and find the missing number. There is a pattern, student, and in this some numbers are missing, so we have to find out those numbers. So first of all we have to observe this pattern carefully. So 11 square, the numbers are 1 and 1. This one square, 11 square is equal to 121. Now in between these two numbers there is 1 0. So 101 square is equal to 1 followed by 1 0, then 2 followed by 1 0, then 1. Clear, friend? If there is 1 0, the 0 will be in between these numbers, single 0. Clear, student? And if there is 2 zeros, there are 2 zeros, it means 1001 whole square. It means this number 1 followed by 2 0, after that there is 1. So in the square of this number 1 followed by 2 0, after that this number 2 followed by 2 0, after that 1. Clear, student? If there are 4 zeros, so 1 followed by 4 zeros, so in square of this number it will also be 4 0, 1 followed by 4 0, after that 2 and it will followed by 4 0 again 1 2 3 4 and after that this number will be 1. Clear student? This will be the square of this number and in this there are 1 2 3 4 5 6 zeros. So 1 will followed by 6 zeros 4 5 6 again 2 followed by 6 zeros 1 2 3 4 5 6 and again 1. Clear student? This one will be the square of this number. After observing the pattern, we find the numbers will be in this sequence. Clear student? There is question number 5 student, that is again related to the pattern. So you have to complete the question number 5. This is question number 6 student and in this question there is also a pattern. We have to observe this pattern and we have to find out the missing numbers student. In this 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square 1 2 and after multiplying this 1 and 2, that is 2 square is equal to 3 square number after 2. Clear student? And again this one 2 square plus 3 square. So first number is 2 and next number is 1 more than this. Clear student? In this first number is 1, second number is 2. In this first number is 2, second number is 3. In this first number is 3 and second number is 4. Clear student? And in this first number is 4 and second number is consecutive number, that is 5. And in this first number is 5 square, then the second number will be consecutive number of 5, that will be 6 square student. Clear? And in this 6 square plus 7 square. So this row completed student. In this there will be 6 square because pattern is 1 square plus 2 square. 2 is the consecutive number of 1 and in this 2 square 3 square, 3 square 4 square, 4 square 5 square, 5 square then it will be 6 square and 6 square then 7 square. Clear student? And in this third row student, this one multiplied by this first number multiplied by the second number 1 into 2, so 1 2 ja 2, 2 square. Clear? And this one 2 square. This number 2 into 3, 2 3 ja 6, 6 square student. And in this 3 4 ja 12, this one 12 square. 4 5 ja 20, here 20 square, it will be 20 square student. Because following the pattern we find that 4 into 5 that is 20. So 4 5 ja 20, this one will be 20 square. And in this 5 into 6, this number we have already filled here student. So 5 6 ja 30 square and in this 6 into 7. Clear student? To find out the third number we have to multiply this 6 7 ja 42. So this number will be 42 square. Clear? And in this one 3 is the square, that is after 2 square, means consecutive number of this number. Clear student? So 2 square and 3 square, 6 square 7 square, 12 square 13 square, 20 square 21 square, 30 square 31 square, 42 square then 43 square student. Clear? So this number will be 43 square. This is question number 7 student and in this question student we have to find the sum, but we need not to add these numbers. We have to use the rules, we have to use the properties of the numbers. So in the previous video we know as sum of first and odd numbers is equal to n square. If we add first and odd numbers, then sum will be n square, student. This is the basic property of the numbers. So these are the odd numbers, student, and starting from 1 there is no gap. 1, 3, 5, 7. So there are 4 numbers, n is equal to 4. So n square is equal to 4 square is equal to 4 into 4 is equal to 16. Sum of this number will be 16, student. Clear? So using this basic property of the numbers, we find the sum of these numbers will be 16. Again, student, we can check it. 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 7, that is 16. Clear, student? And in this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 numbers. So n is equal to 10. So these numbers are in a sequence, student, and these all are the odd numbers starting from 1. There is no gap. Clear, student? So this one will be n square. N square, it means 10 square, means 10 into 10. It will be 100. 10 10 ja 100. So it will be 100. Sum of these numbers will be 100, student. Clear? And this number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 numbers, students. So n is equal to 12. So these numbers are in a sequence. These numbers are starting from 1. Are first odd numbers starting from first number, and all are the odd numbers. There is no gap. So total numbers are 12. So it will be n square is equal to 12 square. It means, student, 12 into 12 is equal to 144. Sum of these numbers will be 144. Without adding, we can find the sum of these numbers, because these numbers are first n odd numbers and sum will be n square. This is question number 8, student, and in this express 49 as the sum of 7 odd numbers. And second part of this question, express 121 as the sum of 11 odd numbers. So we have to express 49 as the sum of odd numbers. Students, we know that sum of odd numbers or sum of first n odd number is n square. Clear, students? So in question number 7th, we have already discussed about it. So in this 49 is equal to 7 square, student. And first 7 numbers we have to, n is 7 here, student. Clear? So we have to write first n odd numbers. N is equal to 7. So we have to write first n odd numbers. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 13. Clear, students? So these are the first 7 odd numbers, and this one 7 square, that is 49. So sum of these all numbers will be 49, student. This one 3, 1, 4, 4, 5, 9, 9, 7, 16, 16, 9, 25, 25, 11, 30, 6 and 13, 49. Clear student? So n is equal to 7. So we have to write first 7 odd numbers. So sum of first 7 odd number will be 49. And in this question it is 121 students and it is square of 11. Square of 11, that is 121. So n is equal to 11 here. So we have to numbers and add them. The sum of those 11 odd numbers will be 121. So this one will be student 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13 plus 15 plus 17 plus 19. How many numbers are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11th number is 21 student. Clear? So we have right here first 11 odd numbers and sum of these first 11 odd numbers will be 121 student, because square of 11 is 121. So n square will be 121. This is question number 9 student, and in this question how many numbers lie between square of the following numbers? So in square of 12 and 13. In second part square of 25 and 26, and third part in square of 99 and 100. So in this question student, first of all we have to find that these all numbers are consecutive numbers. This one 12 and 13, 25 and 26, 99 and 100. These are the consecutive numbers students. So in square of two consecutive number, two n numbers lies in between them. Clear students? So first of all we have to find the rule. There exists two n non-perfect square numbers in between the square of two consecutive numbers. There exist two n non-perfect square numbers in between the square of two consecutive numbers student. These all numbers are consecutive numbers students. So these numbers will follow this rule. Clear? So in first part n is equal to 12. This first number is n student, and this number is n plus 1. So consecutive numbers means if one number is n, then second number is n plus 1. So this one 12 and 12 plus 1, that is 13. So n is equal to 12. So numbers lie in between the square. Numbers lie in between the square of 12 and 13 is 2n is equal to 2 into 12 is equal to 24. So in square of 12 and 13 there will be 24 numbers, and in this student second part n is equal to 25. So numbers in between square of 25 and 26 will be 2n, that is 2 into 25 will be 50 numbers, student. In between square of 25 and 26 there will be 50 numbers, and student remember this, these numbers are not perfect square numbers, clear? And in between these 99 and 100, n is equal to 99, so 2n will be 99 into 2, that will be 198, there will be 198 non-perfect square numbers. In the next video we will discuss about exercise 6.2. We will solve the questions from exercise 6.2 and we will discuss about some new rules.